We do have a homegrown fighter in Vergil Ortiz fighting tomorrow. That'll be August the 10th. I believe he's fighting on DAZN. He'll be fighting a Serhii Bohachuk out of, I believe, the Ukraine. And these guys did spar a little bit when he was training out in California. And Vergil's undefeated. He's a knockout artist. But he's come out and he said, you know what? He's like, I can't realistically get everybody out of there. Like, I can't knock everybody out. He said, but I do think this is going to be one of those fights that ends my streak of just knockouts. He said, I don't think that I'll be able to, get him out of there. He anticipates a war. Vergil Ortiz is going to go in there. He's going to bang. He likes to box. He likes to get his hands dirty. And he's trying to make a name for himself and move up the ranks. So, Julio, what do you think, bro? What do you think about that fight? You think it's going to be a good fight? And what are your predictions?
I mean, you just finished saying it. As far as Vergil goes, he's always a great showman. He's, like you said, a homegrown guy, GP's a local guy. Oh, GP's own. So, I mean, of course, we've seen him in all of his fights that he's participated in so far. He's been a knockout artist. He's been somebody that just outclasses the other fighters, is able to break them down pretty quickly, and then is able to get them out of there real fast as well. So to hear him say that he may have a hard time this time around is a little strange for me. And I think it has a lot to do with, and we all know that he had some health issues not too long ago, and that he got over those and he started to get back into the swing of things. But for the most part, I mean, nobody's counting him out. Anybody that you talk to in the boxing community, in the boxing world that knows Vergil, they'll tell you for a fact that, it doesn't matter if he was sick or not, he's going to come back stronger than ever. He's just going to be out there. He's going to put himself out there. He is one of those guys that you can honestly put yourself behind. So for me, as a boxing enthusiast, I mean, I honestly think that I'm not thinking like Vergil, but hearing him talk like that, I think that it may go the distance. He may allow it to go the distance. And I say that candidly because I think he's going to be more cautious when he goes into the ring, trying to get through this fight. I would love to see a knockout like per usual that we see from Vergil. But just the way that he's talking about himself, the way that he's talking about the fight, the way that it's going to play out, I have a strange feeling that we're going to start seeing more and more of these fights to go the distance and then be made a decision at the very end of the fight. Again, like this last fight that we just finished watching, the Crawford versus Madrimov fight, I called that, by the way, by as much as experience as Crawford had, I thought that he would take out Madrimov pretty quickly. I thought that he was going to get him out of there really quick because Crawford can adjust. Crawford can make all those moves. And then it ended up going the distance. And from what I can see so far in the boxing community, it even lost money from that fight because everybody's expecting a knockout. And then you get to the fight and it goes the distance. And you're like, what the hell just happened right now? You're talking about a guy that was 10-0 going against a guy that's 40-0. Common sense tells you.
I think that's the big reason why that fight lost. They estimated somewhere in the ballpark of like $10 million. Nobody wanted to see that fight like that.
No.
Like that's not a fight that the fight world is clamoring for. They're not like, oh, we can't wait to see Bud fight Madrimov. It's like, no, you want to see Bud fight somebody like Canelo. Canelo's like, well, fight Teofimo Lopez, and then if you can get by him, then we can really talk about it. And then you've got him with the guy that runs Riyadh. His name is Turkey. I can't remember his last name right off top, but he's telling Turkey, give me 200 million, and then Turkey's coming out and like, you're over.
But but that's for the David Benavidez fight. Right. Yeah. So again, I mean, that's neither here nor there. That's a different part of the story. But I mean, as far as Vergil goes,
21
I think he
and 0,
wins the
bro.
fight.
He's knocking dudes out.
Yeah, I imagine he's gonna win the fight. And even though he's saying all these things about I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to knock him out or not, I think that by round 8, maybe 9, he's gonna win by knockout. I honestly think that that's the way it's gonna go down. Again, I don't know too much about this other guy, so I can't really speak on his record or what he's done or who he's fought, but knowing the type of talent that we have in Vergil Ortiz, I know for a fact that, well, I'm not going to say for a fact, but I think that he's going to knock him out maybe round 8 or 9 at the very most.
Okay. Like I said, these are just like his last 5 fights. His last fight, knockout in round 1. The fight before that, TKO in round 1. Fight before that, TKO round 9. Fight before that, TKO round 8. Fight before that, TKO round 7. So he's gone a little bit deep, but he's never gone. I don't think he's gone all 12. It looks like 9 is the most he's ever gone. So he's getting tested a little bit, but he's still dominating. Like that power that he displays. Once he starts getting his hands on you, it's wraps.
Yeah.
Like he gonna fold you, but it's gonna take him a little time to get his hands on you. But once he does, like he just overwhelms guys. And he's a big dude for his weight class. So I'm interested to see what he does after this fight. If he can dominate and he can win this fight decisively, now you're looking to fight other guys. And he's like, hey, I could beat Terrence Crawford. I wouldn't go that far, Vergil. I wouldn't go that
far. Yeah.
But
the breaks.
I'll let him get his shine. What about you, T, man? Are you interested in this fight at all? Or are you gonna watch this fight?
Probably not gonna watch it, but I will always root for the home team. I mean, I don't know much about either one of these fighters, bro, to be honest, but 21 knockouts, that's pretty impressive. I think that he's trying to sell it a little bit by saying, I don't know if I can keep up this knockout streak, obviously. I mean, dude, the other guy, I don't know nothing about him at all. So I want to go with Julio with around round 9, but in the past, Don's definite has been definitely wrong. So I think I'm gonna go round 7.
So Bohachuk he's 24-1, 23 wins by knockout, 1 by decision. Mm-hmm. And he's been knocked out. So you're looking at a guy that, he's got some power as well. They used to spar a little bit. And this to me, I always like watching Vergil fight, especially after he had, like you mentioned, Julio, those health issues. And then it was like, dude, like every time he would announce it, then something would come up and he would have to postpone. And I was like, damn, like
exactly.
Get right, Then he finally got right, and he looks like he's in a good spot right now. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited to watch this fight. We're gonna have to support GP's finest over here, and
always
goes out and represents.